Libra, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. Now, this is an energy reading, guys, so take it where and how it resonates in your life. It is your message. And if you're not a Libra and this message found you, well, it's absolutely your message, because there's no way it would come to you if it wasn't yours. So pull up a chair. Welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel right below. And let's get into your reading. That's really interesting. Okay. Libra. 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 We have the Four of Wands. We have the Prince of Swords. We have the Magician. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So either, and this is a general reading, so it could be one of two things. You're finding stability in being on your own after making the decision to put emphasis on yourself and on what you can do, and you're feeling that level of solidarity. You're feeling that level of certainty and control in who you are. Or there is a relationship in which it's almost like it gave you the idea or the inspiration for something extraordinary that you're doing in yourself, or maybe even made you realize how valuable you are and how talented you are and how much you are capable of. And that's bringing you to a state of power. It's bringing you to a state of closeness to the divine. In other words, a feeling of, I've got this. I'm certain everything's going to be okay. I feel like there's a message going to be coming into you relatively soon that's going to allow you to know that what you are doing and what you are producing is valuable and valued, and that there's a certainty and a stability in your situation that maybe you don't know. You have two fours on the table, right? You have Four of Wands, which is in partnership, finding the right tribe, finding a place where your passions are solid, right? And where they're going to be supported, connection, maybe even a gathering of some sort where you're celebrating belonging and being supported and being in the right place where you're going to thrive, where it's bringing out all of your capacities and your capabilities, right? This is usually a messenger card, though. Taking action with words or something written, communications that show just how exceptional you are, that will solidify your position, the stability of your position. Okay, that's coming up first and foremost. Guys, sometimes a message like this comes out because boom, straight out of the gate, you need to hear it. There's something here that you have doubted, that you have been unsure of. And it's almost like the cards are saying, you're more stable than you realize. You have to communicate, and don't be afraid to communicate what you've come up with, what you've invented, what you've created, the way that you see the world. Don't be afraid, but let it out. It's a time to show it, and it'll actually solidify what you can do and your situation, as opposed to detract from it. So Four of Swords, this is happening right now. This is happening. It's actually going to rectify things. There's some sort of rectification in this conversation, something that ties up loose ends and that solidifies your value or your worth. Now, this conversation, it's almost like maybe you should initiate the conversation, or you should tell somebody about something, because if for whatever reason, you have 4 fours on the table now, which means this isn't about major progress. It's about solidifying something. It's about making sure that something becomes certain. And this often represents Mercury retrograde to me. Not that that's what it traditionally represents, but Mercury retrograde is what's happening right now as I'm filming this on November, I think it's 24th of 2025. We're in the middle of a Mercury retrograde, but it's about to conjunct Venus, and Venus is your ruling dignitary. So it's almost like they're combining powers. And the power of a Mercury in retrograde is it's introspective, and it helps you understand and see and know and gain clarity with retrospection and introspection. So it's very valuable. It's like slow it down, become certain, and become sure. It's almost like in some ways you have to learn it yourself. You have to learn your value yourself. You have to teach yourself how valuable you really are. That's beautiful. Or there's a message coming in that demonstrates how valuable you are, or that you were always worth it. Somebody seeing your shine, somebody seeing your value, somebody seeing your worth. Then we have the Three of Cups. So by the full moon, there's a full moon coming up in about 2 weeks on this, I think it's about December 4th. Somewhere around there, December 2nd, December 4th. There's just going to be a celebration at hand. There's going to be a victory. There's going to be people gathering to show they appreciate you. So in other words, you don't have long now when you take these actions and you demonstrate your value. You don't have long before it's going to be appreciated, right? Before there's a success there. Let's get a moon card. This is all happening really linear, like boom, boom, boom. There's a little warning here. This is a good warning. Balance, well, this is the warning. Don't let pride get in your way. That pops up when your pride and what you're saying to yourself, like your internal talk, is putting you in a position that is compromised. It's actually making you more fearful, more paranoid, and more likely to be defensive as opposed to be proactive and just allow what you have to offer to be demonstrated. This is particularly important right now for you to stay away from being defensive or basing this on something that you thought in your head when it didn't have any proof or validity to it. Or, let me stop there. Then we have underneath it, balance spirituality with practicality, full moon in Pisces. So it's almost like finding balance. Right now, with all these fours, it's not about aggressive movement. It's about stabilizing movement. It's about shoring things up, and then just so if there's a relationship in question, for example, somebody just wants to know that you're for real, that you're not flighty, that you're not going to move around or bounce. Somebody wants to know that you're certain and then you've got things under control. If you demonstrate that, you've won the challenge in front of you right now. Whether you realize it or not, your pride may think you have to do more. And because you can't do more all at once, you're not going to do anything. And it's going to get you stuck in this rigmarole in your head. And you've got to get out of that. Just be like, take the action, put pen to paper, demonstrate who you are. And ultimately, that's what's necessary. That's what's necessary. As opposed to trying to do something really big or be really shiny. Don't do that, right? That's your pride saying more, and it's going to break things, and you're not going to get the things done or pay attention to the things that are really important right now. What's really important right now, for whatever reason you're getting this message, is to just demonstrate stability, demonstrate consistency, speak, say, and show words and have communications that demonstrate you are worth somebody's faith in you. It's not like you have to prove yourself if you just be yourself, right? like trying to over demonstrate will just throw things off and into question. So balanced spirituality and practicality comes out when it's, first of all, meditation is very important right now. So is like exercise. Creativity is very important right now. So is practicality. Finding that common ground, it is what's going to stabilize you, the way that you are perceived, and the way that you're valued right now. Interesting. I've just got to get into more depth as to why this is even coming up. You know, it's just, that's interesting that why this is even being, maybe you already know why this is being said to you. We have here and now. Here and now. It's so funny. Everything is just, this is like in the moment. Like this moment, this is not to scare you, but it's like be in this moment. Don't be too far into the future. Don't be into the past. Be in the here and now. This is a big moment for you this week, say. And then we have fork in the road. Is like things are changing, but they're going around in circles. In other words, very, very clear, very clear. If you make a change right now, it's just going to throw you into a karmic loop, and you're going to be spinning your wheels, and you're not going to get anywhere. So focus on at hand. What is at hand? Not the future, or being like reacting to fear and planning instead for what comes next, or my escape route, or the what if. No, the universe is saying the safest place for you now is the here and now. And if you make any changes, you're going to be thrown into a loop of stagnation instead of progress. If you allow your energy right now to just become focused and to drop in and lean in to what you have in front of you and what you have to do, in what's in front of you, what's been asked of you, this is something that I think is going to be very helpful to you right now, to show that you are like stable, that you're a part of this process, that you are here and you're going to show up. I really like this. Fork in the road, round and around, something is circling, something is forming a pattern. There's almost like a change that you can avoid, and not that because you're trying to avoid it, but that it doesn't have to be made. I don't know why I'm saying this to you, except I'm assuming that you've been thinking of like popping out, getting out, right? And just moving. But it's saying if you focus on where you are, you don't have to worry about making a change or changing directions. You will actually stabilize. And perhaps that's what you need right now, is a little bit of stability. But let's get some more cards just to ensure that what I'm interpreting, or how I'm interpreting it, is correct. We have the Chariot, which is moving forward and making progress, standing up what you already know, and moving along, moving forward, and Nine of Cups, being very, very happy. So there's some sort of happiness right now that is based on planning, okay? That is based on the practical application of your skill set, your knowledge, and your self-esteem, right? And that's how progress is being made. And once again, we have this full moon imagery of this is when you'll be very happy that you did what you did and you allowed yourself to push forward. It's almost like, what do you want to do? You want to move on, or you want to move up? Because the Chariot speaks more of progress, and that's more like moving up than it is moving on. Why do you want to change directions now? It's also saying that karmically you can change directions internally or in people's mind just by demonstrating that you've got a way forward, that you've found a solution of some sort. I want to clarify though. Indulge me, please. I want to clarify. Can you please clarify the Chariot? What kind of movement do they need right now? please clarify. The Chariot is based on the Seven of Pentacles, which is getting nowhere. Okay, there's a situation that you felt was getting nowhere. It's about to move. And I don't even think you realize that it's coming. But that's okay, because sometimes you just have to wait for the moment. This is sometime, okay, the new moon, it was still, the new moon just happened, and it was still unknown to you, or there were still so many answers, or something that was unsure. So it's like, sit with it. You'll be happy that you did, in sense, not do nothing, but sit with it. Sit with what you have. That's where that's what the Chariot is being clarified with. Something, it's almost like something didn't happen, but you're going to be happy that it did, because there was stuff that was unpredictable, or that you wouldn't have seen, or really that would have thrown you off, right? That's kind of what it is. So it's almost like you've been given the time to make the preparations that you need. Let's get an angel message. This is really interesting. I think something's going to take you by surprise, to be honest with you. Progress is going to... There's something coming your way that you didn't even realize was headed your way. And I'm going to try to get to what that is. Remember, the link to the extended is below. I hope you join me over on Patreon. I'm on Patreon now. You just boop. It's going to pop up in the end screen. Just pop on it and come on over. Life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you. And God is supporting you each step of the way. So something would have sideswiped you if it happened. And there is something coming towards you that you didn't see, you didn't realize, because you didn't have any information on it. Let's see what that thing is. We're going to go to the extended. Please click that link below or right up here. And hopefully you want to spend some more time with me, and I'll see you there.